Welcome to the Gainz, where we talk about all things health and fitness. I'm your host, Leah Messenger. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, it's Leah. I'm here with Pitbull Torres.
So guys.
So we're just going to be talking today a little bit about his journey, his business, like pretty much your life story. So how did you get into fitness in the first place?
I would definitely say sports. It was for sure sports. I played football from I was like 7 years old. So
Okay.
I was always short. So I knew I needed to do like some type of be strong, like hold my ground and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just was always self-motivated. I feel like I started young at like 5th grade, just doing like push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that. And then I was always trying to get into the weights, but it took some time until, got gym memberships. So probably around high school.
That's
so
crazy.
Definitely sports got me into fitness.
So you started doing football, and then from there, what did you get into after that?
I did wrestling too in like high school, but
Okay.
I didn't lift whatsoever during wrestling. It was
At all?
trying to lose weight. It was opposite.
Yeah, you guys have to like cut water and then try to like make weight, and so it's like different.
So completely opposite. So, but yeah, I got introduced to powerlifting when I was in my junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I met a powerlifting coach named Chad Smith,
Okay.
and my friends were actually training at the gym, and they just like told me they were going there, and so. They actually were like, "Oh, who's the strongest kid at your school?" Like the coach asked them. He's like, "Oh, like my friend Kev." He's like, "How big is he?" He's like 165 pounds, and he's like, "Oh, like bring him by my gym." So then he legit just asked me like, "Hey, do you want to like do a powerlifting meet? Like I'll train you, like whatever." And I was just like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." But I just want to get better at football. Like powerlifting was like, I was like, I don't care to be like the strongest,
Yeah.
And so I did it, and I was like number 1 in the world at the time, like at 165, like open man.
Wow.
And I was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
And so I competed young since I was 17. So.
That's crazy. So like you were the strongest in the world for that like weight class?
Yeah, and open men. I could have competed in like juniors, like a lot of people do that because like I think juniors from like I don't know, like 16 to like 19 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was just like open men, like it was like for money. But
Yeah.
back in the day, people used to like powerlifting was like they wear like the suits.
I remember seeing
so
that.
I was competing against like people that were wearing like suits and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I thought I was gonna win, but I was like, man, these guys have like all these extra like help, So I didn't like win because it was like total weight lifted, not just like raw or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was when like powerlifting wasn't as big. So I was like number 1 in the world and stuff. I remember like my coach being like all big deal about it.
That's crazy. You're like, whatever, I don't care. I just want to be good at football.
Yeah, exactly. And so then football didn't work out. I did like 1 year at like a junior college, and I just never could balance school.
Yeah.
So got a job, and then I was working like warehouse, like $8 an hour, just doing like making boxes, like this random stuff. And I was just like, what am I doing? Like I don't want to do this rest of my life. And then that was like when Instagram was like kind of like barely getting big. Like I remember seeing like CT Fletcher like barely like starting at the Long Beach gym, the Metroflex Long Beach.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like I know these guys, like I could be lifting as much as them, and I'm like way smaller.
Yeah.
So I just like legit my mindset was like, I'm gonna be so strong, like on like I'm gonna just post more on my Instagram, like me lifting, and someone's just gonna come across my page and be like I'm just much of that kid, or
like that kid's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kept powerlifting from there.
Yeah.
And you still do right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really
cool. It's been I'm 27 now, so been 10 years like competing. But I
I
actually did a podcast like a while ago with like some other powerlifter guy who's like. He had like all these stats about me that I didn't even like know about.
You're like, really?
Yeah, he's like, you know how many powerlifting competitions you've done? And I was like, no, it's like 21. I was like, dang, like
wow,
that's a lot. Like I've never
in 10 years,
like
and
that.
your body's still like able to
I've never
handle
like
it.
really seriously got injured. Like I've never messed up my back. I've
That's
got like
really good.
strains for sure and pushed my body to the limits, but nothing like really crazy, like
That's
torn
really
ligaments or stuff like that.
Yeah, because that can happen. And
when you're pushing your body to the limits like that,
you really are.
Stuff's bound to happen.
That's wild. I've never even tested my 1 rep max for anything ever.
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's all I used to do as a little kid.
That's so funny. It's like there's so many different styles of training because I train like all like hypertrophy, so I'm always in like an 8 to 12 rep range.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll like do like 6 reps for something like
Yeah.
to see how strong I am, but like I never am testing like super low reps. So I have like no idea what that's like.
Yeah, it's a whole different like mentality because like it just feels like you're just really pushing yourself to like lift as much weight as possible. It's different than doing reps.
Yeah.
I would say it's honestly easier once you get past the mindset, because reps suck. Like when you gotta go heavy and do reps, it's horrible.
It's rough.
Really
But
tough.
it's different. What's a powerlifting prep like, or did you just kind of wing it?
Well, like I've always, I think that's helped me as like a young, like I've always been like on a structured program. I've never,
That's good.
like, don't get me wrong, like, when I was younger, I didn't know what I was doing, like 14, 15, but like in 16, but until I met like that coach, he showed me like, you know, training with him for like 8 weeks, and it was just like, oh, like he told me to like, don't do anything else in this program, like just do what I say. Like don't train and like let your body rest. But I was like going to LA Fitness at night, training with like my bodybuilding friends.
Yeah.
I was always into like doing both. Like I never wanted to just be a powerlifter, because like, they always say powerlifters are fat. Like back in the day, like, they don't look good. But I was like, bro, there's like people that like are strong and they still look good. So I was like, I want to be both. Like I still want to like have the muscles, but like be powerful,
strong, but like aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly. Because
well.
like that wasn't a thing, but like now it's like that's what everybody wants. You know,
Yeah.
like that's like common now. Powerlifting, it's like more competitive in the lower weight classes now than it is like in the bigger weight classes.
Yeah.
But vice versa, it used to be like, who cares what you look like, just who can lift the most weight.
Yeah. Just be
But now you got
massive.
these guys and girls that are like lean as shit and strong. So
Yeah.
that's
they look
always
cool.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely just been doing the powerlifting for a long time.
That's crazy. So how did you start your brand? How did that start? Like,
yeah, I feel like that's a lot, because like, I mean, it's just been like since I've been like posting. I actually posted like a throwback today, like 7 years ago, like in like 24-hour fitness. I was like, where I used to be, my first like fitness like sponsorship was the 5% nutrition with Rich Brianna, and that definitely gave me like a big platform, because he had like 1 million YouTube subscribers, and we do lifting videos on his YouTube. But also you had to like, I took full advantage of the opportunity, because like I was training, I was very strong, and I was like number 2 in the world at 165 pounds at the time. So obviously when he posted the lifting videos, they're like, who the fuck's this kid? Like really strong, like pound for pound, you know. So it helped me like boost my social media, but it was never like, boom, I gained like 50,000. It was slow. It was like 2,000 to 2,005, you know. And the more we like competed, the more stronger I got. It was just it was consistent, you know what I'm saying? So that helped me build like my social media, and then after that, like I helped my buddy start his own brand, Strength Cartel, and then I was on Strength Cartel for like 5 years, and then I was just like, man, like when am I gonna make my own money? Like when, you know, because I was just helping other people, and I was just like, nah, I know I could do this. Like it's easy, even to the point of like fulfillment. Like I said, I worked at warehouse, you know, for like 2 years, so I know how to ship orders out. Like it's super easy, and I was like, I know I have resources. Like I know like screen printer and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I just started. It just took the what is it called? Like believing in yourself to like do it, because obviously like
you already have the knowledge and like the background.
Yeah, but no one's saying do it unless like they are. But like at the end of the day, you got to do it. And you got to want it. So it just took me to like really like believe in myself and do it, and I was just like took that like risk, and I mean it wasn't such a risk because I knew like it was bound to happen already. It was just like, when are you gonna do it? Yeah. So I was like thinking, like I remember like I'm doing what I love, but I'm not like making like the most money, like, you know, I'm still living at home. I'm like, how do you balance this out? So I was just like, I gotta do my own thing. I gotta make more money.
Yeah.
So
you waited until social media kind of like blew up for you, or like
until
like to do that?
Because like too many people like they want to grow a social media, or they want to start like, you know, making money off through Instagram and stuff like that. But it's like who are you? Like what have you done? Like why are people gonna follow you? There's a million good looking people that are shredded, lean, that no workouts, because people just think you could like post workouts and like people are gonna follow you.
There has
like
to be more than
you have to have a story. Like it takes years. So people just think it's a lot easier than it's not, and I feel like they do it, and they're like, damn, like, you know, start buying followers. Like they just they trip out, because it's like, especially now that how much people on social media, it's really tough. Yeah,
there's, especially in the fitness industry, it's like so oversaturated.
Oh
but, like you have to have a story, you have to have a why, you have to like have people like invested in your life and like actually connect with you, or there's like they're not going to want to follow you.
Yeah, exactly. And so
And you do YouTube as well.
Yeah, YouTube's tough too. Like I was doing really good on it, and then it kind of like I just stopped like posting consistent, and then same thing to get back on. It's like that you get like dropped onto the bottom of the algorithm. So then, like, to get back up there, like it takes some time. But yeah, I was doing I did like a weight loss journey with my buddy on YouTube, like to start, because I was always posting my own stuff, my life stuff like that. And then same thing like that to get me like started on YouTube. I had a lot of people would always tell me like, it's hard, like, you know, you don't make that much money. But like once I started doing it and like posting consistent, like this shit's easy. Like all you're doing is like uploading videos, and if you have that following, people want to see what you're doing anyway. So like it was easy. Like when I was banging out these videos, but for me it's not that easy because I'm horrible with technology. So I have I gotta hire people. I gotta have friends that are doing it. But then I swear, like I have such a good network. Anybody that works with me like always gets another job through my networking, which is dope. I like helping people out, you know? But it's hard for me to find a consistent like a videographer because everyone's just like getting better jobs and better jobs. And I'm like, it's good. It's like, hey, take the opportunity.
Like I'm proud of you, but
yeah, exactly. They try always doing as much as they can for me still. But so like that network just like helps them grow. So yeah, the YouTube in the beginning was taken off, but it's kind of, you gotta just like stay relevant. That's the thing.
Relevant, consistent.
Yeah, I was on the weight loss stuff and it was doing super good. Like my buddy lost over 90 pounds. He went from like 470 to like 250, and he was losing 7 pounds a week. And I just was like raw about it. Like, hey, we're gonna film once a week. He's gonna weigh in and he's gonna post on his Instagram, and like people just started watching that like a movie, like a television. Like, how much weight have you lost this week? How did you do? And like it was crazy. I had like 30,000 subs, and I was getting like 50,000 views in a day.
That's really
like
crazy.
40,000 views. That's like what people get, like 1 million subscribers. You know, so it was doing really good, like super good. And so I'm actually want to do another one because my friend lost his weight. Now he's just like maintaining and stuff like that. So now I want to I feel like I can do it for a lot of people. So once you just like switch that mindset to people and get them to like really want it. The other day they gotta want it. Like I don't do none of the work for them. Like I get them in the right mindset, and they're just like laser focused, and they do that. I don't tell them. It's like I open the door, but like they go through it. You can
give them the knowledge, but they actually have to put in the work. Like you can't, carry them on the treadmill or whatever, on the Stairmaster. You can't,
I can't do it. They have to do it. So
you're not watching them 24/7 to see if they're like eating extra, at night or whatever.
I don't even care like that. That's got to be you.
It's like you have to want to
babysit you.
Yeah,
exactly. So
and if you want it more than they do, then it's like, what's the point?
Exactly. You don't want that. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so YouTube it's another good thing too. It's a whole different platform. I need to get on TikTok. That's what I'm having. TikTok. I'm not on that, and like. I got I got all these younger kids coming to me, or like I had like a girl post like an all girls thing at my gym, like she was promoting it, and that thing went like viral. Like she was just like telling me how easy the views are, and like I've had a lot of people like I've come in contact recently. I saw your video on TikTok, or like getting new like members from my gym and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I need to get on this TikTok. This is really doing
TikTok has been like blowing people up because the algorithm isn't super like I don't know, unfair yet, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Instagram's algorithm is super like tough to like blow up, but TikTok's not yet. So I think it's like really beneficial, and right now it's like really good for brands.
Yeah, it's crazy. I need to get on that stuff
and the fitness community, they're still really small.
Yeah,
the fitness community is very small still, so
there's room. TikTok
there's room for growth there for sure.
Yeah, I definitely need to get on that.
I need to get on
it's just a whole nother. It's like post, like reels. Like I feel like I finally understood. Like man, this is so much. Like it used to be easy to post. If you look at my page, all it is just my lifting videos. I don't post like. I don't know, like photography or like super nice stuff. Like I try to make my timeline look like clean, so it's not like repetitive, like the same exact thing. So I try to do my best with that, but like at the end of the day, it's just like I don't put that much effort into my posting. So it's like now I got to. I'm just like, man, this is like a lot of work. People used to like me for just like what I would do, but now it's just like I gotta be creative and stuff.
They want the quality. They want the cool editing and stuff like that.
It's a whole different thing like that. So just learning and stuff like that.
Cool. What's the message behind Rare Breed?
The message is like I've always felt like I like was like a lot. I would say like different, like you said, rare breed and stuff like that.
Rare.
So rare.
Yeah.
So I've always like what I want to do with the message is like find find individuals that have that rare breed mindset. Because at the end of the day, it's just a mindset to me. You don't need to be like super strong or whatever. It's just that rare breed mindset of doing like whatever you want to do, like whatever. If it's just at the end of the day, it's like believing in yourself and just like finding those type of people, because it just, I feel like, starting like doing even everything I do every day, I just feel like then the day I'm by myself, there's not too many people like doing the same thing I'm doing. That's true, and that's for any successful person. They like spend so much time alone, by themselves, because at the end of the day, no one want to do that shit. Like no one wants to work all night. Like running a business, like low key, like sucks, because like you have that like guilt on your like mind. Like I could be working 24/7. Like there's no off day. Like and it sucks. Like you need to give yourself some time to like rejuvenate and like rest. But like you have like sometimes I go to work and I see all this stuff I like could have done, and I'm like, wow, like I could have done that yesterday, but I did this, and like I'm like, man, there's so much to be done. Like there's like always could be working like Sunday. I was with my family yesterday. I could have been doing this, but I'm like, there's just like, that's why you just have to like, make a good like what's it called, like a daily habit thing, like of what you got to get done every day, like wake up at a certain time,
to-do list,
a good to-do list,
regimen,
just finding a good regimen, so you
exactly.
can get as much as you can done every day. But running a business is like definitely tough. But like I'm saying, the whole message basically was just trying to find like those rare breed like mindset people. And I'm like getting there with opening up the gym more. Kind of I had the gym kind of like not promoting it as much and stuff like that, but I've been promoting it more. So it's actually been a little bit easier to like get people to come in, because a lot of people like hit me up like, how do I be a rare breed athlete like this? And, like I don't have any like real sponsored athletes that already have a following, but it's hard to like talk like to go off someone's Instagram, because someone's Instagram is just like a highlight reel. It's not like their real personality. You don't get to like talk. Like I could just get someone's vibe by like maybe meeting them like 1 or 2 times.
Then you're like, I know this person.
Like this is the person I want for my brand, and there could be someone where like, nah, this was just like weird, like what I'm saying, or he's doing it for clout, or like he's like just different, some people's vibes. So like now I'm getting more people coming to my gym, so I'm just like, man, you'd be a perfect candidate like to be like an athlete, but you're not there yet, but like I could see you being there, like if you keep on coming in here, putting in work, like stuff like that.
Mindset to be an athlete, and now you just gotta put in the work to like get there. So, instead of someone who's already there but doesn't have the mindset.
So I'm trying to find people more like take my time on finding like real athletes that can help my brand, because I'm still like just me. Like I don't have athletes out there like in like different states and stuff like that are like constantly marketing. I'm very like local to like LA, Orange County, San Diego. But also I do all my own orders, so like I'm worldwide. Like I see like, where they're going. Like random places, just like random, like Indiana, New York. There's just like all over the US, and even like international. I should post some international orders. So it's just like a lot of military people too. So it's just going all over the place internationally. And it's just, so I know it's bigger, but I want to start it here, like local, like Orange County, Santa, where my gym's at, like where I'm from. It's just like super, I like it. Like I like where it's starting. And I'm trying to just grow it from here, and then just like slowly start expanding when I do, I know some people like got gyms in Texas, and like where I met them in person, and then going over there, meeting other people to get like other athletes. But I want to expand, but just taking my time.
That's good. And
I feel like brands get watered down like when they get really big fast. Like, I see like a Redcon, they were like, super dope, and now they just feel like they're still a really good brand, but now there's so many Redcon, you see it everywhere, like athletes, and you're just like, man, first it was just like a few people, like Dallas McCarver, like I know, like just a few people. Now it's just like there's a lot of other people, so I just feel like it like waters it down. It needs to just really stay like culted. Like Dark does a really good job at that. They do. Like, they don't get athletes all the time, but they're who their athletes are. You know what I'm saying?
Dark Sport is like very like
they're like a pack.
They're literally a pack of wolves, because that's what they want to be. But their community's super tight. All the athletes, like
even if
they
you're
don't
not
let people in as much.
Even if you're not like in like a super big, like I don't know, not into them, but I see kids like at the gym like wearing their stuff, so like they have that like, man, I want to be a part of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what branding is. You want to feel like you're a part of something.
You want exactly. So, that's why Gymshark does so well, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
They definitely have a lot of athletes, like a ton, but they like people
but they
want.
do good with their athletes. I've seen.
They do.
You know those girls? I think they're called like KK. They're like 220.
KK Fit. They go to my gym.
Yeah,
That's
they
so
go like
funny.
24. So like I feel like those girls are like they post like I don't even know them, but like they do a good job with like probably making girls like I want to be like them, or like they seem like they have a good like social media following. They have that cult following, so
they do. It's
anything they drop, that cult following you have, I'm telling you, like that shit's real. Like,
they just dropped a line and it like sold out.
I actually saw some girl I follow and she bought it, and that's how I clicked on their page. I'm like, damn, I was like, well, they're a Gymshark, and I was like, I know those nude colors are out right now and stuff like that. I saw it. I was like, that's cool and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the type of following people need to understand. Like that's what you need to make money.
Yeah, they're curating it and they're keeping like the brand voice very like tight without like losing that voice.
Yeah, but someone like them, they need that like. And people the world out here is grimy. Like people are just like savages when it comes to business. But I'm sure they have like a red dot on their head of like business people being like, we could make money out of them. Like we could make money out of them. Because if right now they don't have their own business, like they could be killing it. Think about it, they just collab with Gymshark. They could make those shorts. Like they could find, it's not gonna be the exact same shorts, but they have that cult following. So whatever they put out there, and if it's actually decent work, they're gonna buy back. And they could have made all their profits instead of they probably made a super small profit in that Gymshark.
Yeah, they probably make as much like a small percentage. I mean, they have like their merch and stuff, but it's not the same as if they have their own line.
Exactly, having your own line is different. And as I started my own, and like I see it now, I'm just like, man, like it takes time though. Like I wasn't ready to like. You have to be mentally ready and like to like do all this stuff because like. You get so lost. I just used to train all day. Like that's all I used to do. Like I'm on my gym 24/7, like 8 a.m. to like 12 p.m. But like I'm sure I'll try to stretch, always do something like to get me like ready or make me better, lifters type stuff. But you gotta go through that time of whatever like your dream is, like you gotta just live it. Like you gotta do the process. People don't go through the process long enough. They think 1 to 2 years is like the process. It's like no, the process
that's just
is
the
like
beginning.
Years, like 5 to 6 years minimum, 7 years, 10 years. Sometimes it takes people 30 years, and then boom, they're fucking making crazy money. But like they grinded for 30 years. That process, like head down, wasn't going out. Like I tell people, like I didn't go to my first bar like out in Orange County like till I was 25. Like when I was with Strength Cartel and like 5%. Like we went out, we traveled, but like that was like I was out on a team thing. We were going out, but like on my own free time, I never wasted time. To me, it was wasted time. I was living like what I wanted to do, my goals, like compete, break records, and that's how I built my name for myself. Like that, if I was like messing around, living like a balanced life, people say, you know what I'm saying?
Balance.
No one's gonna they wouldn't take me as serious, you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
And you have to make the sacrifices to be successful.
That's what it is. Nobody sees like the sacrifices. That's how I see it.
Yeah, like I did bodybuilding and prep. Like I don't hang out with my friends. I don't get to go out to the bars. I'm not going to go to parties. I'm going to bring my meal prep to the restaurant, or I'm not going to go at all. It's like, you have to make the sacrifices to do well. And other people don't really see it that way because, like you said, balance, but I'm like all or nothing.
All or nothing.
So, but that's like how you can become successful. Same is in business. Like I've seen people say, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore, so now I work 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
But, you're making that sacrifice to build this life that you want for yourself.
Exactly, and then after that, you don't have to sacrifice as much, but you still got to put those sacrifices in.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a perfect example, like of putting that. Like you gotta put those sacrifices in before you get the rewards, and then that's like when you see the big thing. But with that bodybuilding, that's the only thing that holds me back from competing is that sacrifice.
Oh my God, it's so rough.
Food and discipline. Like I know I have it too, but it's
you do have discipline if you've done
food. I'll be like, man. That's the tough part.
The food part was this worst part mentally, it's just like, I have to like tell myself like, it's going to be worth it. And it turns out to be worth it, but it's just like rough. And you're just like, questioning everything every single day, and you gotta like build up that like
You
mental
build up that
toughness.
mental trust.
And if you don't have that, like you're screwed.
I think about everyone like coffee. Like, do I need coffee? My mind just wants coffee. Like I
have a terrible caffeine problem. I'm like
yeah, it's like those battles of that stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that mindset.
it's like, do I need that? No. Or like
that's why I want to kind of do it, just to make my mindset a little bit stronger, because I feel like I'm comfortable with powerlifting. Like, you know, making myself, because realistically with powerlifting, you have to like, you can't take time off. Like, if you're taking time off, you're gonna get weak fast. So like, you have to consistently be lifting. You know, the heavier you are, the stronger you are, the harder it is, because you know, it's like I have to maintain a 600-pound squat at least. You know, it's like same with over 400-pound bench. Like, I can't let it go underneath there. If I want to get stronger, like there's no way.
You gotta keep
that
there.
Foundation.
Yeah.
So it's just like holding a body weight. Like, you can't let yourself get any smaller than that.
And that's rough in a bodybuilding prep, because you just keep getting weaker.
Exactly.
As like
carbs
you're
are
losing
going down.
Yeah, you're losing weight, you're eating less food, and then you just realize your strength is like gone. And then by the last like 2 weeks, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna use the smallest amount of weight to like get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
Like I can't even like pick up like 20-pound dumbbells right now. I'm like gonna use like 5s or like 7.5s and like just, you know, rep it out, because like you're dying a little bit inside.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a whole different.
So that's like, you'd have to really decide to like, okay, I'm gonna allow myself to lose strength if you decide.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You for sure have to be good with that.
I already know that's gonna happen, but at the right now, like I'm not like, I don't know. It's like,
what are your lifts looking like right now?
My best deadlift, I just did like 705 like a couple weeks ago, like a month ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then what's my bench like? I messed up my pec like 3 weeks out before I was gonna max out, so I only benched like 405. But my best bench is like 455. That's and crazy. Then my best squat is 645 with just like 635 with just a sleeve.
Sleeve, yeah.
Yeah, I squatted 700 like in the wraps, but not. So I don't like wearing those no more. It's just too much of a workout to like
to put them on. You're like,
to put that on, and it fucking hurts. It's like you having a cast.
It's like suffocating you.
Your leg like can't bend. So, like, it just hurts. It like cuts up the inside. So and regardless, I want to be as strong as possible, like raw with like wearing the least amount of equipment. So
exactly.
Knee sleeves is honestly just like putting like, I don't know, just like compression around your knees. So look, like it maybe helps like 20-30 pounds or something like that.
Like a little bit of help.
Yeah, a little bit of
prevent
spring.
Injury a little bit.
Just makes your knees not like they're gonna snap at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
This podcast is brought to you by Gainz Box, the fittest subscription box. Gainz Box is a quarterly fitness subscription box that has apparel, supplements, and equipment created for the sport of fitness.
How do you deal with failure?
You gotta be like definitely like open to failing. Like can't be afraid. Like obviously when I started my brand, like I did think like, damn, like what if no one buys anything, or like just a few people buy stuff, like that's it. Like no one continues to buy, you know?
Exactly.
Or even just this. And so like that could have been if I was not afraid of failing, I would not started, you know? Or even to the point of like putting more weight on, you know, some people might be really scared to like fail because they just don't want to fail. Like they don't want to fail. Like, that's the biggest thing I see with people, because I personally train people, and like a lot of people are scared to like grind through those reps or just legit push themselves until their body like gives up. You know, they like, I can't do it, and you're just like, dude, like you just gave up, like you just went down, you know? Yeah. Like it could have been like a stalemate, or like you know, so like just being okay with failure, like being okay to fail is like super, like you need to learn how to do that. When a lot of people are like, I don't want to look bad. So like how I deal with failure is just like being open to it, like don't be afraid.
I think that's good. And especially in fitness, you should learn to be okay with failure, because you should be training to failure. Anyways,
exactly.
You know, like you should be failing regularly.
That's what people don't do enough nowadays. Like if you look at old school, like I used to watch like a lot of old school bodybuilding. Like I trained a lot of old school bodybuilders, so like they would just like talk so much crap even when I was like in high school. And they're just like, you guys are, you know, don't train hard, like all this stuff, like, you know, because it's true, like these guys are like going to failure like crazy. And like if you look at like in the 90s, like those were like the best bodies, like even to the day. I was just like using too much freaking gear and looking nasty, but
they
like
look crazy.
But back in the day, actually they look like good, you know. And it's just like they're pushing their bodies like really hard, not using like the drugs to get them there. They're just really like, you know, we're gonna train as hard as we can,
and like
that's what I try to do for my clients, is learn how to teach them to push to failure, because
Yeah.
it's like a good thing to learn in life. You know, you get pushed to failure a lot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you want to quit, you can't, you know, you got to pay your bills. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just walk out on your job. So same thing with working out. You gotta learn how to, like, not just quit on yourself.
Yeah, there's so many times like in your life where it's like, oh, I don't feel like doing this, but it's like
Uh-huh.
that's like the make or break. That's when you should be doing it the most, is when you don't want to.
Exactly.
So I always tell people, I'm
that's
like,
what I feel like kind of scared, like, in this world. Like, that's what sports taught me. Like,
Mhm.
so many times I went to a football practice or wrestling, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Like, why am I here? Like, I want to be doing nothing, or like, I want to be in my house, like, chilling. Like, I know my
Yeah.
other friends, like, I see them walking. I'm at like football practice, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, like, I could just be chilling. Like, my
Yeah.
day's done. But like, I would have never learned discipline. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably just be so, I'd be so sidetracked to everything
yeah,
that was coming towards me. But like,
exactly.
that's why I feel like these kids, like, no, what do you play sports nowadays? Because it's like, they're like, especially now, like, all this NFTs are like, before it was like video games. Like, Mom, I
Yeah.
can get played video games. So now you got all these kids playing video games and tablets. But now I feel like these kids are going to get even smarter. Now they're going to be making like freaking NFTs in like 7th grade in high school.
Probably.
So now these kids are really not going to be doing any type of like manual work or like hard work or labor. They're going to be like, my eyes are tired. Like, let me take a rest.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like,
you know what I'm saying? It's like a different type of discipline.
it's
like,
so different.
it's a whole different type of discipline.
Exactly. And I think discipline's like the most important trait to like learn for like anyone.
So anyone, for sure.
Like that's how you get somewhere in life.
That-
But a lot of people are not learning it. Like, and I agree, like especially kids now are like not learning
Like,
it.
they're looking the easy way out
Yeah.
for everything.
I mean, your kid is crying, you just hand them an iPad,
Mhm.
and then that's it.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like, no, you need to like do something else and like have the kid go outside. You know,
Yeah, exactly. So
things are so different now. It's
so
crazy.
different world we live in.
Yeah, exactly. My last question for you is, how was it working with Gainz Box?
It was fun. It was definitely fun, and it definitely helped my brand. Like, it was cool to see just all the different people involved, like all the athletes, and
Mhm.
you know, and like when I did the Gainz Box thing, I kind of like did like different like colors I wouldn't normally do with my brand. So it was
Mhm.
cool to like hear people's like, you know, like,
Feedback.
oh my, yeah, feedback. Like, that was really dope. Are you making more of those? Like, you got
Yeah.
people just really like wanting more like different options and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Cool.
it was fun working with
Cool,
them.
because that was in 2020. I think.
Yeah, 2020.
So that was a while ago.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it was a while ago. I was probably I started my brand in 2019, but like in like September, so like near like the end of the year already.
Yeah.
So, or like the middle, I guess. So, yeah, it was like just getting started. So it definitely helped get my brand out there and stuff like that. So
I'm
that
glad.
that was super
Yeah.
fun. And yeah, I get people, I sold like the rare breed straps. Everyone always asks for those. But I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
those are only in the Gainz Box, you know. So,
Yeah.
but
I
that's
have
good.
those, I have those.
It gets people like, you know, like I wanted more.
Wondering about the brand. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
So
really cool.
it was good. Got to do another one.
Cool. Yeah, we should. So tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Pitbull_Torres. Same with YouTube, just Pitbull Torres. And that's it. Those are my only 2 platforms. I need to get on TikTok, so make sure you find. I made one the other day. I don't have any posts, so it's just Pitbull Torres.
Find
if you
him.
want to find me.
Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of The Gainz. Join us weekly for new episodes and special guests. Make sure to head over to thegainzbox.com or Gainzbox on Instagram to get yourself a Gainz Box today.